For the record, let the record show nothing in this live stream is financial advice. I repeat, this video or live stream is not financial advice, and I am in no form or fashion promoting people to leave the app. I want you guys to stay right here on TikTok. Now, I got the disclaimer out the way. We will be going over SPY this week. That's right, the S&P 500 and how bad it dipped. It dipped. That's right. It put its hands up on its hips and then it dipped. That's what SPY did. SPY pretty much took out a 2-week rally up, right? So now, you know, this is just what we're dealing with SPY right now. So, of course, as you remember, SPY went up on a rally towards January. We hit all-time highs. We fell all the way down to about April into the 480 section. And if you had a bought in during the spring dip, you would have a lot of fucking money right now. So with that being said, we've literally recovered that full move, a full V-shaped recovery all the way back to 640. Actually, all the way to 640 because that was a new level of resistance for SPY. This video, this live, I'm going to point out things that we should have been pointing out back in April. And if we had to capitalize on that information, you would have opportunities to 20x, 50x, like 100 times your money, right? So just, you know, lock in with me and pay attention, because right now we have too many different ways to look at SPY and the direction that it could be going in right now. All right, so I just want to put emphasis on that so that we don't miss out on opportunities like this, because right now, I want you to look at this chart and know when to buy. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. A lot of people scared right now and they selling their shares because they freaking out. So maybe some of you guys don't have a portfolio full of stocks. Some of you do. The people that do have portfolios, I want you to not panic. I don't want you to panic. Too many people were asking me last week, hey, should I sell and then buy back in when it dips? Well, I don't think you should sell. I think you should average in. Like when it dips, you buy those. This is what dollar cost averaging is all about. It's about buying the dips. So optimism, it starts out, and we've been dealing with this left side of this line graph since about April. So optimism, excitement, thrill, euphoria, and point of maximum financial risk was at 640. So you got people buying in at the very top. Whenever they see stocks hit the top like that, they get real excited. They see everybody buying in, and they get what they call FOMO, right? Which is fear of missing out. And they put their money into shit when it's at the very top, and that's not the right place to be buying in at. For a split second, I'm going to talk about XRP because it went up to $3.66, and everyone was like, hey, should I buy in now? Should I buy in now? Well, I told you guys it was going to dip back under $3, and everyone was in the live saying I was crazy. But don't be fooled by those XRP people. Some of them will be honest with you, but some of them just scream buy this shit just to be screaming buy it. They learned just enough. They learned the word rug pull, and then they just, that's all they know. That's all they spit out. But whenever you see XRP dip like this, it's time to buy. You dollar cost average. You get in again, because it'll go back up again. It'll go up past $3.66, but that's only a dollar move when it does go back up there, right? I'm looking at the S&P just gave us a $20 move. SPY gave us a $20 move, right? So we want to pay attention and see what is SPY setting up for right now. What is the S&P setting up for? If you guys don't know what the S&P is, this is the Standard & Poor's 500. That stands for Standard & Poor's 500. This is an ETF. It's not even a stock. It's a exchange traded fund, and it tracks the 500 largest or the 500 best performing stocks in the United States. So this is a way to invest in all of them at one time. It's kind of like a folder full of stocks, right? And it really just reached a level that it had never reached before, meaning that the market reached all-time highs, because this is pretty much a way to track the market at one time. After it hit 618 and rallied up to 641, that took about 2 weeks. But I want you guys to pay attention to the fact that it only took 1 day for it to drop down back to 621, from 641 to 621 in 24 hours. So someone says in the comment section, Ocean says, this could be the start of the big one. That's right, Ocean. I think the same thing, but we have to look in both directions and be prepared for either scenario. So that's what the live stream tonight is going to be about. I wanted to take a look at how much it came down. This tool is called the Fibonacci retracement tool, ladies and gentlemen. And it didn't give us a small pullback, right? That's not a small pullback. So I honestly have to look at it from both directions, knowing that it can go in both directions. I don't want to just be, biased. I got to keep in mind that it can go in either direction. So demand, activity, and volume. We pay attention to volume because volume lets us know, is this a big move or is this a little move? We have to pay attention to that. We know that this could be the pullback after breakout entry type of thing. I mean, right now we could be in that demand zone, right? And we could be about to go completely past 640, like 650 is the next target. We are actually positioned now well for a bull run, to be honest with you. So I can't be bearish too much, but I am paying attention to what could happen because it could very much so be one of those situations where a SPY could go down. We have to be prepared. We have to be prepared. So the example on the bottom, right, 640 will be the support because when price reached that level, it rejected it, right? Someone just put, JB, check the comment section for me. I'm not going to tell, I need my moderators to block people that's saying unnecessary things in the comment section. Thank you. So yeah, 640 will be the rejection candle. The bears have indeed stepped in. Okay. And anybody that got in on this leg down, you made a lot of money in 24 hours, right? So I just wanted to pay attention to that because we are literally in a moment where SPY could do some amazing things in the month of August. We are officially set up for a bull run, but we're also teetering on the line of continuing to go down. SPY could honestly go down to 606. SPY could go back down to 606. That's like a level that I'm seeing it act as a magnet. And you can go and look at the gamma levels. I won't get too much into gamma, but I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there. I know Ocean. I don't want to say it. I'm just saying it could. I honestly want to look at it from both directions. I don't want to just say, oh, SPY is actually set up for a bull run right now, and it still has the potential to dip back down. We have to be prepared for either direction. And that's right, Ocean. So in the case that this is about to shoot back up, we are at that level that I consider to actually be a perfect buying entry. We just got to see what Monday do. Don't jump the gun Monday either. You guys pay attention to what happens historically on a Monday in the stock market, right? Can anybody tell me in the comment section on a Monday what historically happens? How many times have y'all traded on a Monday just to see what happens? What is it, red or green? Does Monday end red or green? Like, y'all let me know in the comment section from your experience in trading. When you trade on a Monday, do you have good experiences or bad experiences? Is Monday a good day to trade? Ocean says volatility. Come on, let me get some answers, you guys. Green. I'm seeing green. Someone says bad. That's right, Ocean. I agree with you a little, Ocean. For the most part, red is what I see on Mondays, Fridays, and even Tuesdays. I like to trade on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Those are my favorite days to trade, but you honestly don't just go off of the day of the week. Key Low Wop says depends on the weekend. That's right. It does matter. So let's say we have good news over the weekend. The stock market could actually gap all the fucking way back up. Excuse my French. I'm just throwing it out there. Because right now, I'm about to show you on SPY, we have a dragonfly doji candlestick. You see what happens when it's not really even, and I'm reaching. It's not really a dragonfly doji, but it's close enough. It's close enough. Yeah, that candlestick right there is close enough to me. That is a reversal, or it's going to continue to go down. Miss Hill said Mondays are my worst days. So of course everyone says, well, duh, but this is not one of those situations. You got to think that the VIX literally hit levels that it hadn't been in a couple months. The VIX, the VIX, the volatility index. You guys don't know what VIX is. So I know some of you do, but for the people that don't, I just want to throw that out there. Whenever this is high like that, you're going to see a lot of volatility. JB, it could go sideways, but if we stay in the $20 range on the VIX, you won't see too much sideways trading on SPY. Remember those days we had a couple months ago? SPY had like a 12-day run. It was like literally going up in it was one directional trading for 12 days, but when you were caught up in the moment, you didn't know that it was happening, right? Until after it happened. Then one day we put the most amount of money in the stock market in one day that has ever historically been put in the market. You guys remember that? Well, trillions of dollars was just wiped out the market on Friday. Where y'all think that money went to? The money moves. It moves. Sometimes they sell and then they buy low. So now let's see how low can it go. This is a limbo at this point. How low can it go? And that's why I threw out that six. That's why I threw out 606, because SPY actually, there's a lot of puts. There's a lot of puts. Yes, I do trading. That's what this whole live is about. Profit taking. Don't be exit liquidity, says Ocean. That's right. Because remember, there was the big dip in April. Well, this dip right here that we have is not the first time we've had a dip since April, right? But do you capitalize on them is the question. Do you take advantage of the opportunity? Do you take advantage of the opportunity? Remember, we're going to look at it from both directions. If this is one of those situations, we are in a demand zone. Keep that in your mind. We are in a demand zone. So in either way, in either direction, we're in a demand zone. I just wanted to point that out because we can be literally, the Bears have already stepped in. I want to be very clear that the Bears are in control right now. So we are, almost, I want to say we, because I'm bullish on overall on the market, but the Bears are in control. Someone says, I'm going to take it next time. Missed April, was still learning. Yeah, Ocean, now is your opportunity to not miss out, because we can continue to dip, and not just missed April. Think about how many people during, okay, so if you look at the left side of this chart, that was like in January, it crashed and then it came up a little bit. People probably thought the crash was over, but it wasn't. It gave us $480. Do you guys, I don't think you guys can fathom how much money that is. I know it's only like, like $200, give or take, right? But that is big in whenever you trading as a trader, like as far as options, swing trading and day trading, specifically swing trading. But day traders had a lot of moves to make. I mean, they was scalping the hell out of SPY. Mozzie says, I'm a beginner. You're in the right spot, Mozzie. I'll have to, if you stay to the end of the show, I'll give you a crash course. But I got to get my people out the way first. I want to let them know what I think. And it's pretty much bullish, right? I'm really saying that we are, and I'm not the only one. A lot of us see that we are setting up for a bull run. A real bull run lasts longer than just a month, okay? It lasts longer than a month. And the orange man said that we were going to win so much that we will be tired of winning. So let me get a W in the chat if you are not tired of winning. If you have not even began winning yet, or if you just started winning, let me get a W in the chat. Someone says gap fill Monday and bearish is my prediction. That makes sense. I said it could go down to 6. It could go all the way back down to 606. There is a big gap to be filled, and we are trading under all 3 EMAs. We are. But like I said, this is also just one of those levels I want to be looking out for, because like I'm looking at the rally base rally, because that's what happened. We rallied up and we traded sideways a bit and we went higher. We hit 640. We came down. We can go up a little bit more and it can come all the way back down again to where it was at 606 when we was like barely breaking, when we could barely hit 613. I don't know if you guys been trading SPY for a while, but yeah, it was a lot of volume to this downside, and the volume matters. There was a lot of volume, but I will not ignore the fact that we are set up perfectly for a real bull run. And so what I want y'all to do is add price alerts. I don't know if y'all use price alerts, but you should. You should use them. These apps will tell you when the price hits a certain point. And if you're not utilizing that, you will miss the opportunity. And remember, we don't chase wealth. We don't chase money. It come to us. If you chasing it, it's running from you. So you will literally get the signal come to you. Ain't nobody got to give you no signal. It'll come to you once you set those price alerts. You like, oh, wait a minute, it's on the way back up. And you can set them as close as you want. You can set 3 price alerts within $1 range. So you know it's on the way back up. Or you can set, at each dollar point. But my phone goes off and I know what direction it's going in. I don't have to stress or, I don't have to stress or guess, right? VIX rejected at a strong key level. It did. So what does that tell you, real shit? What does that tell you about if the VIX rejects at a strong key level? But I want you to look at the VIX too in his in history. What has the VIX done when it reached $20? What does SPY do in correlation to that level? I think that the VIX could actually get back to the 30s and 40s. So we're going to see a lot more volatility than what we just seen last. Y'all thought last week was wild? I don't think we'll trade sideways this week. I don't see us trading sideways this week. So what is top-down analysis? You guys need to pay attention to, when in doubt, zoom the fuck out, right? I know some of us are day traders and we get so locked in on a smaller time frame that we don't really see the bigger picture. So I want you to pay attention. You can still trade as a day trader, but you really should look at it from the bigger time frame or the larger time frames going down. So you start out with the monthly, you find the overall trend in areas, then you go to the weekly. You mark your support and resistance zones and you look for weekly targets, and then the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and all the way down to the 30. And then I know how y'all trade on the 5-minute chart too. Some of y'all got anxiety, so y'all trade on the 1-minute chart too. I understand, but I'm just saying this gives you an idea of the bigger picture. That's why I wanted to show you that, in hindsight, we came up quite a bit. Like, we came up quite a bit. But if this is truly the beginning of the bull, because we thought that we were, that's not really a bull run. To recover back to 613 from where we dropped from, that's not the real bull run. Now we have reached all-time highs, retraced a little bit, but I want whoever said that was a gap, I think that was Adrian. Look at the gap right there. Like, the fact that we just gapped down from 641 to 621, there is a bigger gap to be filled on the higher side too, though. I mean, a more recent gap. Because the last gap, that's a little bit above 600, like I said, it can go down to 606. It could fill that gap on the low side. Those big gaps that you see on the chart, you guys, price likes to come back to those levels and cover up where it didn't fill in at, if that makes any sense. So they call those fair value gaps. And then you can go deeper into definition, but I'm speaking to those who's never heard of the term before. Just giving you an idea. So when you see them, just know some gaps don't always get filled. Like if you look at the $570 level, that gap never got filled. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see 500 on SPY again. Because if it could dip from 613 to 480, who's to say it can't get back down to in the 500s and then shoot into the 700s, right? I take all of that shit into consideration. I don't just, you can't be biased. We can't be married to one view. So Friday, pharmaceuticals and the medical sector did well. Food and beverages, we had everything else pretty much in the red. But when you see red, that's you should not be afraid when you see red. This is like the best time to invest. Like, people don't understand that. They get so afraid when they see red and they act like they literally bleeding. But this is the best time to buy. It's the best time to buy. Notice that right there on the dip, it says buy when people are desperate to sell. Right? Profit of maximum financial opportunity. You hear me? That's when you getting in the trade for real. That's when you really should be like happy. Like, okay, cool. The puts is going to be more expensive Monday because of how much we came down. But the calls are going to be cheap. Them 640 calls are going to be cheap because we came down $20 whole. Like, the 650 calls are going to be cheap. I'm not pushing towards you guys to do that, but I'm just letting you know, like, the put's going to be more expensive. Why? Because it's more likely to happen. I'm just throwing that out there. You know, I mean, y'all can give me y'all opinions too. What do y'all think? I'm gonna wait about 10 seconds, 10, 15 seconds to read some comments. Let me give you guys time to comment. Then I'll take another 30 seconds to read them. But I want to see, what do you guys think? If you could take time out your day and share your thoughts with me for a quick second. Also, thank you for liking the live. Could you guys also just like the live for me? It helps me reach it out to way more people. It pushes the live out to more people. Spot options haven't taxed in a minute too. Right. I mean, especially for day traders, them zero DTEs, they lovely. Like, everyone can afford the zero DTEs. I don't want to hear it. But yeah, thank you guys for the follow. I appreciate it. If you could just help me reach these goals on TikTok, I can reach a larger audience. I can help more people. I highly appreciate it. I'm sure they'd appreciate it too. I have don't worry about the little goal. Yeah, thank you for joining the fan club. That's what I was looking to say. So yeah, if you guys could hit the heart next to my name and, go ahead and collect those points. He said, we got you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Lost Boy Johnny. So yeah, just remember that. And if you use this concept, you can get rich. That's not financial advice. Those are facts, right? This is educational information. If you use this concept, you can get rich, because people get afraid and they sell during moments they should be buying. You think Lily is a buy before earnings? I do. I think Lily is a buy overall. I think, like I said, Gustavo, I'm a big, firm practitioner of dollar cost averaging. And right now is one of those days you should be trying to average in. You want to get in every time the stock drops down. And, that's just for people that buy the stock outright, but even for the people that trade. Like, why are you buying in at the top of something? Why are you entering? Like, that don't make sense. Why are you entering at the bottom to, it just don't make sense. And some people say buy low and sell high. I say buy high and sell even higher, right? And short low, because we low right now, and we can short even lower, because like Adrian said, I mean, I think it's going to go down more. But we are at the perfect spot for a bull run. We are at the perfect spot for SPY to just take the fuck off from here. Someone says I added more Webull. That's perfect. That's perfect. So I was using the Fibonacci uptrend, right? The Fibonacci retracement tool to notice if it was a weak pullback, a stronger pullback with a weaker trend, a normal pullback, or like a strong pullback with a weaker trend. And it's looking like a very strong pullback, but with a strong trend. That's right. It's not looking like anything else than a strong pullback. If you check out the chart and compare it to SPY, that's exactly what we're looking at. So it can continue to crash. How will I determine this? I'm going to wait till Monday and be patient and react to the market instead of trying to guess. Because remember, it's all about probability. It's not about predictability, right? I'm not thirsty to enter a trade. There's moments when you are supposed to enter a trade. You don't just enter them just to enter them, right? This is 6 ways to prevent over trading. Number 1, you take breaks after losses. Once you take a loss, you should take a break to figure out what went wrong. You need to figure out what went wrong. I used to have a coach that used to say, Price, if you know what you did wrong, you did it on purpose. That shit ain't never make sense to me. I used to hate when he said that shit. I'm like, what sense does that make? Like, you think I'm going to know you think I'm going to do it on purpose? Can someone explain what he meant? I didn't understood what he meant by that. Anyways, but I'm gonna continue because Coach Andrews used to be on one. So I used to always figure out what I did wrong, and by me acknowledging it, I wouldn't do it again, right? So that's number 1. Number 2, because you will end up revenge trading if you do that, if you break number 1. Number 2, do not take frequent trades. Make a watch list of the stocks and assets you are following and take trades if it satisfies only. So there should be like a list that you should be like, if it don't hit this list, I'm not entering a trade. Literally like 90% of the time you shouldn't even be in a trade, but people over trade. Number 3, set profit and loss limit. You should know before you even enter that trade where you want to get in at, where you want to get out at, where you want to take profit, where you want to get out if it's a loss. All of this shit should be mapped out in your head. Thank you for joining the club, Christian. I appreciate it. Thank you. Also, thank you guys for liking the live. I just want to get to 10K and I'll get off if you guys can get me to 10K, or I'll stay on if you can get me to 10K. Whichever one you want me to do, just help me get to 10K. That's all I'm asking you guys, and hit the follow button, and I highly appreciate it. So you want to make sure you know, hey, I'm getting out here if it gets to this low, or I'm going to take profit once it gets to this level, and I'm also going to sell this many contracts if it get. All of this shit should be mapped out. Have a plan. Number 4, only trade 2 to 3 sets. Don't try and keep up with 10 stocks at one time. Focus on two or three at a time. Some of you guys have 10 open positions, right? And it becomes hard to manage them all at the same time if you're not using, group orders and, limit orders or whatnot. It becomes hard to manage that. Then even if don't be one of those people that think they need 10 screens and 6 screens in front of them. You don't need all of that. You can only really pay attention. You should only be giving 2 or 3 of them your attention at one time. That's enough. You already dividing your attention enough right then and there. Number 5, review today's trade. Once you have finished trading for the day, review it later on the night. Later on, look at what you did. You should be journaling anyways. Like, I can't explain to y'all how important writing down your trades is to your journey. You should write down the date, how you was feeling, the ticker symbol, what made you enter the trade, and how did it go? What did you eat that morning? How was you feeling? What were you thinking when you entered the trade? See, none of this technical analysis shit will get you rich. What will get you rich is paying attention. You need to fully review what you are thinking when you enter a trade. I know some of you guys hear me say that a lot, but it's literally something to live by. Think about what you are thinking about when you enter that trade. All right. Number 6, execute your plan. Before placing any trade, you need to set up your plan for it. I already said that. Never go in blind. Baller, I know good and well you not in my live talking about Lulu. Let me tell you guys the story of Baller. Baller entered the live one day and told me he spent $30,000 in Lulu calls that expire in 2027, right? And I didn't believe him. I pulled him up on the live, ladies and gentlemen, and Baller merged it. Merch means he proved it. Baller proved to me that he actually spent $30,000 on Lulu calls. Now, this was maybe like about a month ago, right? He did, Johnny. He did. He joined the Discord and he proved it to us all that he was actually in that position. One day, about a week later, he was up $7,000, actually $9,000, right? Just about a week later. Now, I'm like, hey, are you going to take profit, Baller? Baller like, nah, Baller had enough contracts to where he could have took profit. He like, no. Now, look at Lulu now. Lulu has done nothing but go down. Baller, I know good and well you ain't take no profit on that, and I hope you're still not in that position, because he's still in here telling us Lulu, because guess what? Baller is bullish as hell on Lulu. In his head, Lululemon is going to go all the way back up where it fell from. Now, only reason I kind of think about what he's saying is because I still see a lot of people buying Lululemon. I still see a lot of women in there shopping, buying those high, expensive-ass tank tops and bras and leggings. And I don't know if guys is buying Lulu, but yeah, it's still people buying it. But then again, you got competitors from China and overseas selling this shit for $5, $6. So it's kind of hard to compete. All right. But yeah, keep that in mind, though. Somebody says every commercial is Lulu. Yeah, I feel you. So, I mean, it's like Hims. Hims crashed down pretty much, but it came all the way back up. But after Friday, after this little bloodbath we have on Friday, if you guys are not ready this week, you should be treating the stock market like it's Goodwill right now. After this little bull run that we had, we didn't have room to actually buy any fucking thing because everything was actually just running up. And while it was running up, it was not the time to buy. But people love buying at the top at the point of maximum financial risk, right? Everybody love buying that at the top. Right. And right now we really have anxiety and we are in denial and there is fear. And I don't like saying I don't speak French, but I'm just throwing that out there because this is like overall. We are in that panicking level. because we don't know what the fuck is finna happen. We don't know if it's finna continue to go up or if it's gonna continue to go down. But we also are entering into the point of maximum financial opportunity. So when they crash the market, don't be upset like a lot of people. A lot of people get upset when they crash the market. You should be excited. So you can be happy both ways if you capitalizing on the opportunities. If you are a person that attracts wealth, then you should be happy. That's right. And I want all of you guys to be the type of person that attracts wealth. All you got to do is stop chasing it. When you chase something, it's running from you. We are not chasing it. It is coming to us. This live stream came to you for a reason, right? You here for a reason. And this chart is this is the S&P 500 historical returns from 1970 to 2023. Even though this is the year 2025, not much has changed, right? And you notice that it says in August and September to buy here. Yeah. And I know in August in April is usually a good month, but not this year. It wasn't, because this year we had something happen that we haven't had happen in a long time. And that's us pulling out tariffs on somebody's ass. We've been paying them, but we ain't really been doing too much on the tariff side. I ain't going to get political, but tariffs have a large effect on the market. How are you guys noticing that or not? Do you guys notice that every time he talks, anytime he opens his fucking mouth about these tariffs, the stock market has a reaction? And then every time he pauses it or unpauses it, he got a button right now with this shit. Not to mention how much money is being made with it. I'm not talking about none of the political shit, because I know they making money, but in the market though, they sell high. Then when the shit drop down, they buy it all back. We sitting here looking crazy as hell. We liquidity in the market if we don't capitalize on the opportunity and move with what is called smart money, not retail trade. We don't want to be, even though we are retail traders, we have to, this shit is chess, not checkers. Even though we are retail traders, we can't think like retail traders. They know that you and a million other people got your stop loss set right there at the same level. You think they not finna make this shit come down and hit that level and wipe out all? They finna get all that money off the table. You know how much liquidity they just wiped out the market on Friday? Over $1 trillion was wiped out of the market. And I don't think y'all know what the fuck that mean. TikTok, I don't care what you talking about. I'm a cuss. I don't think y'all know what that mean. That mean they robbed you. It was a stick up. Where I come from, that's what that's called, right? That's what that's called. But I'm going to get it back. We're going to get it back. Y'all going to get it back. Everybody ain't get robbed either. Some of us was on the right side of the ball because we realized that it was going down. It hit 641 and it didn't get 642. It ain't breaking to 640. It ain't hit 645. So you pay attention to the trend. It dropped down to 638, 632. God damn, by the time it got to 630, you don't think common sense would have kicked in? Nope. It should drop down to 621. Gave you $10 more, and you still ain't get with it? At what point are you going to not fight the trend and realize that the trend is your friend? I'm gonna get y'all to wrap y'all mind around that. It hit 640, then it dropped down to 638, 636, 630, 633, 630. It kept going down, and every time it went down, who went against? Why are you going against the grain? Don't go against the grain. Go with the flow. The trend is your friend until the end. That means at the end of the shit, it ain't your friend no more. It's about to reverse on you. You talking about SPY? Yes, I'm talking about SPY, but essentially any stock. Yeah, I'm talking about SPY, but essentially any stock. Yeah, SPY hit 641, and I mean literally it was let me see, it was 618. I want to say, yeah, it was 618 2 weeks ago, like July 15th, 16th. Literally, you can look it up on your own time. SPY was $618 2 weeks ago, and it went all the way up to 641. That's a lot of money too. If anybody took the 630 call when it was 618, hell, the 620 call, the 630 call, the 640 call, all made money. And it gave you 641. and we got a reversal. So 641 is now our new level of resistance because that's where price rejected at. Price rejected hard there too, not just a little. And the volume is high, but the volume on the way back up is high as well too. That's not a little volume on that candlestick, that green candlestick far bottom right on the chart at 621. It's a small candlestick, but the volume is kind of high on that though. I don't know, Adrian. It looked like it could be time to go back up. But I don't like being in this level and trying to guess and just opening any position. We want to see what is called confirmation candles, right? We want to see some confirmation candles. We want to know. We want to take high probability trades. We're not guessing. We are not happy that we can do this shit. We happy that we can do it again. And there is a method to the madness. We are not guessing, right? Don't get caught up in the guessing game. But remember, the volume matters, and we don't. In this, so there was a lot of volume on those red on the red days, so it could keep going down. But I think, like JB said, it could go sideways a bit, but that just totally depends on the VIX. If the VIX is high, it's telling us that the volatility is going to be high. If the VIX is low, then but right now we're not in that moment. Like literally, I think as far as the fear and greed index, we are leaning a little bit towards the fearful side. Someone says 10% upside coming. 10%, that's it. I think it'd be a little bit more than that, dude. If we are going to the upside, we looking at more like 40. I'm serious. We looking at more like 40. He said we was going to win and be tired of winning. And I'm not saying that just to say it. I'm saying that because dude ain't really said that he was going to do too much and ain't did it yet. So, yeah, it's all about money the next 4 years. You guys remember during COVID, the PPP loans, the EDD loans, the stimulus checks. Those wasn't the only people making money. There was the crypto bros, the crypto chicks, the stock market people, GameStop winners. W's in the chat if you made money in COVID off the stock market or during COVID. During COVID, off the stock market or off crypto during COVID. Look, we got some W's already because people were making money. I mean, a shit ton too. W's in the chat if you made money because you were in the mix, right? Imagine the people that didn't make any money from crypto or the stock market during COVID because they didn't know shit about the stock market or crypto. Imagine how many people knew about the stock market and crypto, but they wasn't on Reddit, they wasn't on Twitter, they wasn't on TikTok, they was on YouTube, but they wasn't in the right communities. They wasn't in the mix. You guys are in the mix right now. This is where you needed to be during that time to make money. Inside of somebody's live, just like this. Just like this. It's what it take. It take for you to be in the mix, and all y'all in the mix right now. Y'all want to stay in the mix? Do me a favor, hit the follow button. That's all I'm asking for y'all to do, and I'm gonna make sure we in the mix. I also got a Discord, a DS. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna tell y'all to go over there or nothing because TikTok get a little jealous. But y'all know what to do. The link in the bio. You also gonna get a free 7-day trial because you in the mix. And in that 7 days, we gonna see to it that you make enough money, more than enough money, to do whatever you need to do. This is not financial advice, but what you need to do is going to pay for the premium after that 7 days if you'd have made enough to do it, or take it as a parting gift. IDGAF. The point is, you could be in the mix. It was people, literally the guy that made Wall Street bets on Reddit. They made a movie about him. It's on Netflix. It's called Dumb Money. If you haven't went and watched it, go watch Dumb Money. So yeah, he also has it too. State God. What in life is that? You know what I'm saying? Tell me anything you can get in life that way. Where can you walk inside of a building and you finna make $1,000, $3,000, $5,000? Can you tell me? What building can you walk inside of and make a lot of money and then walk out of it? No, you're not finna do that nowhere, State God, but you're gonna do it here, right? So, stay, literally, have you paid anything, State God? Only thing people have paid and spent in my life is attention and time. That's it. Everybody, has anybody spent anything? No, but you spent time with me. You paid attention. So yes, it is in that sense. But you're not about to tell me, how to run my operation, State God. You feel me? You more than welcome to be here. But yeah, you can't tell me how to run my operation, brother. And fine with you has made me money. That's right, Adrian. Thank you. I appreciate you for saying that. And Adrian said time with me has made her money. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm pretty sure, I'm telling all of y'all, I put money in your pockets. I ain't asking you for nothing. I'm saying if you want to join the premium features, I pay for literally news robots. We pay for so much in the Discord to help people. And we got indicators and stuff. We are actually building an indicator for TradingView to tell people when to buy and sell. You understand? So I have server costs. But yeah, I'm not gonna argue. I don't have to explain nothing to you. You could actually join the Discord for free. You can just hit the link in the bio. You won't be charged a dime. You can cancel the premium features too after like 6 days. But I'm just saying, you get to see what all comes in the premium for 7 days. Then after that, you locked in. But I'm still, like I said, I still help people. You still can be helped, bro. I'm telling you now, literally letting you know now, this is the opportunity for you. I can say of a lifetime, but your opportunity of a lifetime came back in April. When stocks that are now $150 was $40. Your opportunity of a lifetime came in 2022 when Netflix was $100 and before it made its way up to $1,300. You get what I'm saying? I want to talk about, I had a few things that I was talking about earlier in my live today. A lot of people didn't get to see it because it was like literally earlier today, but I went over stocks because a lot of people spend a lot of money. A lot of us are consumers, right? We spend money with companies that have products and services that are more expensive than the stock that they publicly trade, right? You literally can be a shareholder of a lot of these companies, and it would cost you less money to be a shareholder than it would to actually buy product from that company. For example, I can use Nike as an example. I always do. Nike is trading under $80, but I got friends and family that'll go spend $90 or $100 on a pair of Air Force Ones over and over again, but don't own any Nike. I'm not just talking about Nike. I'm just throwing that out there so you guys can know that we need to get this, we need to get this figured out, because there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it. And we don't have to be in the situations that we are. I'm not talking about everybody, just the ones who I am. We have to stop shopping at the mall, fancy restaurants, eating out, buying liabilities, and take some of that money and treat the stock market like it's your Walmart. Right? Like it's a thrift store. And so we both got $100. Rich people got $100 and broke people got $100. But what we spend that $100 on is what determines whether you broke or rich. They spending their night out networking. They buying more assets. So some of us don't have the ability to just go out and buy real estate like we want to. We can't start a media company like we want to. Some of us don't have enough money to start an energy company or a construction company, but you still can have access to these things. For example, when you're dealing with real estate, you can invest in companies like O, which is a real estate investment trust. They call it a REIT. So there's different REITs that you can invest in that will give you exposure to real estate money. You want to make some money in a real estate, but you don't have enough money. All you have to do is buy some REITs, right? Here's Realty Income. This is a good one. So Realty Income Corporation is a real estate company which engages in generating dependable monthly cash dividends from a consistent and predictable level of cash flow from operations. So you're going to make money from O as if you own the real estate. It's $56 a share. So you may not be able to afford real estate, but you can still make money from real estate this way. There are like literally look around your house. You shop with a lot of companies. You spend money with a lot of companies. Don't you want some of that money back, consumer? I'm trying to get y'all to see we you can be a consumer, but it's always best to also be an investor as well, or a producer. So a lot of y'all producers, I see some of my business owners in here, my aspiring entrepreneurs, but I want everybody to be investors. Though I think this is something that everybody should do. They should teach this in school, but they don't, because they want you to be a worker. All right. Scuba Steve says, check out RBC. Always crushes earnings and is like Palantir on steroids. Okay. So yeah, O's has a 5.6% dividend yield, right? And 24 analyst ratings say hold it. But that 5% dividend yield, that's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. I know y'all don't really know too much as far as that goes, but those who do know, that's a pretty good dividend yield. Could y'all please let them know in the comment sections just how good 5% on the dividend side is. And also, if you guys are new to the live, can I just get you to hit the follow button so you can be locked in? I want to make sure I can get to know everybody. I don't do no strangers, right? No stranger danger. But here's another REIT, a real estate investment trust that you should add to your watch list or keep your eyes on. This is another way for you to benefit from real estate without actually having to buy the real estate. Like I said, a lot of these stocks are cheaper than many of the products and services that the company provides. And we need to invest like the rich. Vornado Realty Trust. This is another real estate investment trust, which engages in the ownership of office, retail, merchandise, mart properties, and other real estate and related investments. I'm not going to go too much into reading them, but this was $26 the past year it dropped down to, and it went up to $46 with a market cap of $7 billion, which we can grow with this company. It still got a lot of room to grow. You got Chime. You spend money. You got Chime, JP Morgan, which is Chase. You may bank with Chase or whatnot, but you can actually be a shareholder. Okay. P-Core is a construction company. So you may want to make some money from construction, but you don't got enough money to start a construction business, but you want some exposure to the construction industry. Procore Technologies is a global provider of cloud-based construction management software. Their headquarters is in Omaha. This is no, it's not. This is for UNP, United Pacific Corporation, and they are in the provision of railroad and freight transportation. So this is also in the construction section. So I'm just showing you guys that you can get exposure to this stuff without actually being in that sector. Caterpillar, this is a great one. Good high growth stock. Up $407 all time. Up 1,000%. Damn near up 2,000% since its inception. Lennar, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go down the whole list. I just want to give you guys an idea that some of these companies you can invest in, especially the technology sector. Y'all want to make money? Then add some of these tech stocks to your portfolio. This is not financial advice. This is educational advice. This is for entertainment purposes as well. I think Forex is, I think once you learn Forex, you can do anything. Because this might actually be harder than Forex. I'm pretty sure it is, because we dealing with the Greeks. We dealing with time decay, right? We dealing with expiration dates. And I mean, with Forex, I think it's just as complicated, but I like Forex. It's foreign exchange. When you go to Mexico from the United States and you trade in the United States currency for pesos, you just did a foreign exchange trade right there. Snowflake AI is a buy. It gets a buy signal from me, Clonal. Any of the AIs that are cheap right now, and by cheap, I do mean even the ones that are in the hundreds. Remember, Netflix went from $160 some up to $1,300. And if you had to just stop looking at shit like it was expensive because it was in the hundreds, then you would capitalize on it. Just one piece would have got you $1,000. So 100 to 1,000. Who don't want that? I don't want it to take 2-3 years, but I'm just saying if you buy 20 pieces or 1,000 pieces, then you in the dough. Hell, even if you buy 100 pieces, you in the door. I'll take that. Go and give it to me. The Panda joined. What up, the Panda? What up, brother? So yeah, we just gotta pay attention. We just gotta pay attention. We don't have to be, bullish or bearish when it comes to SPY. I only pull up SPY because it tracks the entire market as a whole. We don't have to look at all these different stocks for a second. I just want to pay attention to the overall market sentiment. Are we actually about to re-enter into a downtrend, or are we about to see a full-on V-shaped recovery? Meaning, will this go right back up? Will this ETF go right back to 641 and beyond? Or are we going back down to 606? To be or not to be? That's the question. Let me see what y'all think again. I want to see. So let me see. If you guys are bullish, let me get a bull in the chat. If you are bearish, let me get a bear. I want to see out of the people in the chat where we stand at. Like, where do we think? Because on JB already said she feel like it's trading sideways. And I just feel like as long as the VIX is going up, that we're going to see a lot more volatility than what we saw Friday. Okay. Neither. I'm waiting till Monday. T. Merkham says. It's weak as hell, T. Merkham. Come on now. Come on, cough it up. Spill the beans. Lost Boy Johnny said we going down. I also said I was waiting till Monday as well, but I still have an idea. I got an idea of where we going because this was too hard of a dip. This wasn't a weak ass retracement that we've been seeing the past 2-3 weeks. This right here makes me feel like it's going to keep coming down because of how big of a dip it is. It kind of came down kind of hard, This is a strong pullback. He says that's tariff talk again, though. That's right. Made it go down. That is true. This was news, though, says JB. That is true. It was always news. It was news that made it dip in April, you guys. Am I wrong? Was it not news that made it was tariff talk because it was up and down. It wasn't just one directional. It was up and down, right? So, we got to keep that in mind. We got a guest tonight. My boy the Panda wants to say a few words, so I'll let the Panda up and we'll hear what his market sentiment is. And you guys don't forget to like the live. Can I please get to like 10,000 likes? It'll help me push it out to more people. Because right now we sitting at about 58 members in here. I wanted to get to like 100. And the only way I can do that is if I can get to like 10,000 likes. And I don't want y'all to break y'all finger or nothing. But, if you don't want to like the screen, then just hit the follow button. I don't want to keep asking y'all to do that shit either. It sounds weird.
What up, dog? It's probably too windy, huh?
No, you good? Were you at a gym or something? Yeah, it depended. Yeah, you got to take your ass home when you at a basketball game. No, not at 12:53. He ain't at no dang basketball game. They sound pretty active though, the Panda. They sound pretty active though, the Panda. Yeah, they was calling him the GOAT in the Discord, Johnny. Listen, when he say something, he got it. Hey, listen, my boy the Panda. He got it. Hey, listen, my boy the Panda got a crystal ball too. How do you know the pullback or support and resistance lines with the Fibonacci? You use the Fibonacci. Okay, so if you want to.
No, that cannot happen. Woo.
Yeah, you cutting out.
I am?
Yeah, you back now, but you were.
Oh, dang. Fuck, I'm like downtown. Like trying to walk to one area to another.
Man, you good? What time you gonna be home, brother? You good? You ain't got. What time you gonna be home, brother? You good? You ain't gotta. You don't have to join. I just wanted to see what you know what I'm saying.
I gotta walk for like 3 miles. I'm just kidding. Like 2.
Yeah, no, you good. You ain't have to join. I just wanted to see. I thought good. You ain't have to join. I just wanted to see. I thought maybe you was tuned in.
Yeah, I'll tune in. I was gonna get my consensus on next week, like quick.
All right, so what's up? We listening. You got our attention.
Uh,
They said the
AMD
audio is
earnings.
bad.
AMD
Okay.
earnings is PLTR earnings.
Is the audio still bad? Is the audio still bad? If the audio was bad, it was because the panda is in the wind. Is this better or not? Is the audio still bad, JB? Let me get some good or bad. When the panda comes on, the audio is bad. Okay. Yes. Let me pull out my Barry White voice. Do this sound? Are we good on the audio, ladies and gentlemen? Are we good on the audio? Kiana says bad. AMD, Palantir to the moon. We got good. We got good. Yes, yes. All right, there we go. All right, so he'll be back tomorrow, you guys. I don't know the panda if it'll work. I'll try one more time, but I don't want to piss the people off because it does get annoying. I'll try one more time to see. But if you outside, I ain't finna play with you, the panda. I ain't finna play with you, the panda. Hey, y'all, join the Discord, right? Cause he give his market sentiment in there, and he be right for the most part. That's my guy. He one of my top analysts.
All right. Can you hear me better?
I can hear you loud and clear. It's a
All right.
matter of if they can hear you.
Yeah. Hopefully everybody in the chat can hear me. That'd be dope. Give me thumbs up.
JB says yeah. We got
Okay.
one yeah.
All right, bet. All right, cool. AMD earnings, PLTR earnings, something to look forward to. We also have the market crashing at the same time. We'll see what Monday brings, but I'm sniffing a little bit of a sell-off here, but AMD earnings might get the big fat discount before we go. That's what I'm thinking.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's good, better. Yeah. It's probably better now.
So everybody should be paying attention to AMD. Like it should have our attention.
Oh my lord, bro! You see all the tweets today? The only thing that I'm bearish on now is because of the Chinese stuff that happened with stuff with Bitcoin. They banned all Bitcoin mining and everything.
The cosmetics. This is actually for the stock market, and not necessarily small caps either.
Is this crypto or small caps? If you have crypto questions, like, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're focused on the market as a whole. I'm not gonna say which direction, but you know, I already kind of gave a little hint as to what I was expecting.
Walkhart wants to know what tweets are we looking at, please, so that they can look at them and be informed as well. Good question.
That's a great question.
You're right.
I cannot disclose of that information.
Max Stillis.
Link in bio.
Yeah, the link in the bio though. If you hit the link in the bio, you'll have access to those tweets.
I literally I like to deep dive into Twitter, so.
Well, we have an unusual whales bot that actually.
That too.
We delivering like the top tweets. We got the tweets that matter in the Discord. So all you gotta do is just hit the link in the bio.
I have unusual whales. I'm in a different.
What's your bias on what is your take on unusual whales?
I like them. They're useful. It's like an AI that just kind of scans for the right stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, it's dope. I love using it.
Yeah, it costs like I pay for one that's like
get it. Everybody in the chat, get it.
Yeah, we pay for one that's like $50 in the server, and the guy was like, "Hey, this shit should be free." Yeah, I know, but it's not. So
yeah, right.
If you want to join it or not, that's as simple as that. You don't go to McDonald's like, "Hey, the burger should be free."
Yeah. Yeah, y'all should get SPY though. I look into getting like, I don't know, dude. It could be a flip with all this news that's coming out.
Excuse me, what kind of flip? Let's talk about it. What do you mean?
If we don't hold here, we'll see what happens. As in, we got to see what Monday shows.
You said if we hold here, or
if we hold at this six. What are we at? 620.
Yeah, if we stay in the city. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to hold 620. If we don't hold 620, we're gone. we're gonna go probably a little further. My target would have been on the downside would have been 605, but the upside, if we recover, is gonna be back to 630. But I don't know. Bitcoin's looking a little scary right now, so we'll see.
You said Bitcoin?
Yeah, the China news that just came out. It is literally like 2 hours ago.
Hey, I was just telling them, you know how they said $1 trillion was wiped out the market on Friday.
Oh yeah,
right?
that's like, dude, that's like, I don't know. That's like pretty common. I feel like now they have earnings, like, you know, some pretty big hyped up earnings. FOMAC, you gotta look forward to that stuff too. And then
yeah, Walkhart, it is. It is. I ain't mean to cut you off, the panda. I'm
no,
sorry.
You're good.
He said, "Is the phrase buy low, sell high always going to be wrong?"
Buy low, sell high. It just means like, do you buy red or do you sell green? What do you do? That's a good question.
I just told them that I buy high and I sell even higher, but it's not meant to be taken literal and just be entering to the shit when it's at the top like that. You gotta have confluence is your best friend.
Yeah, there's like if there's like too much greed, then you gotta be careful.
But yeah, he asked me about the dip on XRP too. You guys pay attention. It should dip back under $3. Like, come on now. It could get even lower than this. This is it's another buy the dip. This is for long term. This is XRP is not for people trying to get rich overnight.
They're gonna take back that news. How much you want to bet? They want to take that. They're gonna take back that China news with the Bitcoin stuff.
Hey, it's a taco trade then, like Trump always chickens out type of trade.
Yes, taco trade.
Taco trade.
Is that what it is now?
That's what they call it. That's what they calling it on Reddit. A taco.
Okay, taco trade.
Trump always chickens out.
It's a taco trade. Bro,
Alfred says I made money on the loss. That's what's up, bro. That's
dude,
what I
that
want
loss was so like crazy win. Like SQQ and VIX, bro. That's the place where I was. Like I was just sitting there. SPY was obvious.
Yeah, I think that we got another April situation, right? Even if it's not, it's a baby. It's a baby April situation. So
I like how you see. That's where my mind was, but I didn't want to bring it up.
I mean, shit.
My mind's on an April situation.
Yeah, I ain't missing
I'm getting the little. I'll get the little. Hopefully, the profits from AMD, and I'm dipping. That's it. I'm taking AMD profits and I'm leaving. If they profit.
What do you mean by leaving?
Like I'm gonna let the market settle, do its thing.
Yeah.
I'll go deep in on VIX, SQQ, but this is a short term. I'm gonna buy in on this.
Yeah, we got to get ready for October.
I'm just gonna average down. I'm getting ready for September. I'm getting ready for the FOMAC meeting. It's just about averaging down and then preparing for the next run. And this is going to be the final run for Bitcoin to go up into November. And then it's all going to happen again. Unless institutional investors with their new ETFs that came out on Bitcoin can cushion it. But
yeah, I need to, at the very bottom of this situation, Dependa, I'm getting ready for January.
On top of August being a bad month. Yeah.
January is going to be Santa Claus visit market after Christmas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
On top of August being a bad month. Yeah, I think August will, but I'm like, I don't want to look at it that way because I'm like so hyped up about AMD that I can't let that like kill me right now. I gotta stick together and believe in myself.
Hey, you know how he said August is usually a bad month? Well, April is usually a good month, and this year it wasn't. So we can't, you know, this is we got a different time right now. We this is really a news driven market more than it has ever been.
I hate news. I love it, but I hate it, and I love it at the same time because they do it so perfectly. They do it as soon as like the big Microsoft and Meta earnings happen, and then it's just news. It's like it's planned too. Like you're already warned of it. You're already given the heads up. And then Trump says what was his tweet today? He said in what, 7 months, huh? For a
I
bull
didn't hear.
run?
I didn't see it.
He said 6 to 7 months. You're gonna have a crazy bull run, or get ready to buy, is what he said.
Wait a minute. Wait, when he say that? Hold on, dependent. Hold on. Slow down. Slow down. Rewind what you just said one more time so I can make sure I comprehended it. Say it again for me. Don't leave, you son of a gun. Did he just say Trump's tweeted again, or is he talking about back when Trump said bye?
No. Here. Hold on. I'll read it. I'll look at it. I'm gonna read it, and I'll say it.
I need the date and time. Because if he said bye again, I want y'all to understand what this man did last time he said bye and what happened when he said bye. You got to get this shit wrapped in your mind.
He said the U.S. will boom in the next 5 to 6 months.
Do you think I'm finna play with that information?
I mean, it's tweeted all over.
Do you see where you see where it's 480 at on this chart? You see where it say 400
date and time. Don't say shit until I say date. Okay, all right, bet. Here.
Do y'all see where it say 480 on this chart? Trump told us now is a good time to buy stocks. Someone said, "Oh, that's the bottom, of course." But listen, we didn't know it was the fucking bottom, dude. You gotta think, like, open your mind. He said, "Oh yeah, that was easy to say. It was the bottom. It was the lowest." No, dude, nobody knew it was the bottom. He told us now is a good time to buy, and guess what? It didn't do shit but go up from there. If this ain't the largest set of insider information, like insider trading and shit, I ain't never seen in my life, bro. That's real life. Like, it's illegal. It's against the law. But I don't give a fuck because he included us in on it. He literally told he ain't our friend.
All right.
I don't care if he
get
told
the
his
link.
buddies.
Go look at Newsmax. Go look at the interview with Newsmax and Donald Trump. Go look at the interview.
He was talking shit about Jerome Powell in there.
No, it's Trump. Oh. Yeah, it's just Newsmax. Him in an interview with Newsmax.
But I seen
he said that America in the next 5 to 6 months is gonna boom.
Oh yeah, I'm with it. You ain't gotta tell me twice, bro. I'm
Go look at it. Go. It's Newsmax. Look.
All right, hold on. I'm about to right now. Hold on.
Yeah, Newsmax. Go to the Watcher Guru Twitter page on X, and you'll find it there. Go to the Watcher Guru's Twitter page, and you will find it there. Okay. Whoever said they wanted Twitter information, there you go. Watcher Guru. Can you mark up gold? So is this the new bottom? I don't know. Is this the new bottom? Look right there. There it is. Right there. Yeah. Like I don't have enough evidence. I don't know what else to give. Oh. Yeah.
And the word boom, I don't think he bullshitting when he say boom either.
Is he like? Do you think it's like a Kramer situation?
No, he ain't. Was it a Kramer situation in April when he said now?
I'm just kidding.
Oh. Okay. You know you're gonna
kidding.
Oh. Okay. You know you're gonna get me worked up. You're gonna raise my blood pressure and shit.
I already know what's gonna happen. This is all planned. We need this discount. We need this fat discount so we can continue. We're back to 50% neutral.
I'm going January 2026 leaps, bro. I'm not finna play with this shit. I'm tired of playing. Dependent. I'm not about to guess.
Big fucking boom. Easter egg. Someone said Easter egg.
I'm leaping.
I found the Easter egg, guys.
I went from day trading it to swing trading, and I'm about to leap this motherfucker.
Come on, join $700 calls with me and SPY.
I am. You think I ain't? I am.
Yeah, maybe the best time to buy in.
I am. Matter of fact, I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna wait till 3 o'clock.
I'm already in. I bought like way down, so
I'm gonna wait till 3 o'clock Monday, and I'm gonna do it.
You're getting the dip. I mean, from that dip, I'm only up like 100, so you got it. You get my cake.
What? I ain't the only one that's gonna do it. I want everybody in here to understand how much money we can make when SPY go to 700 if we get
Yeah,
it.
SPY gonna go to 700. Bitcoin gonna go to whatever number it wants to.
He
And
said whatever number it wants to.
yeah. Anyway,
This ain't financial advice, but I just want y'all to pay attention though. That's all. Can I show you how to do it? Of course, acceptance. You want to know right now at 1 o'clock? I need you to wait till the end of this live and hit me up afterwards, and I'll get you prepared. Or to wait till tomorrow. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We can do it tonight. I'm up all night, but tomorrow, Sunday, I'll be dedicated to showing y'all how to. I need a whole live
Lost
stream
Boy Johnny,
to teaching you how to do it.
crazy.
I'm gonna follow you on my main page. Yeah, don't forget. I got you. I can show you how to do it.
Bro said
But
when he said it, you said when buy the dip, it went down another 38%.
yeah.
I mean, I already said what I said about how August was gonna be, but I didn't say it was gonna be long term.
Hold on, who said that? Who said it went down another?
Oh, Johnny. That was Eric Trump. That wasn't the main guy. What?
What up, Drip?
Eric Trump's the guy to go buy the highs and sell the lows.
Where are you reading this shit at? These comments ain't coming in on my side that fast.
I can see everything on this side.
Bitcoin 1225.
Yeah,
he says Bitcoin
you're by like 10, 15 comments.
$144,000 on Bitcoin by December.
Yes. Oh, I don't know by December. I'm aiming for like November. Either that or December. That's a very accurate conclusion though. To where like we could be. Oh my God. Eric Trump said buy ETH and Bitcoin, and they gave you the like total wrong number. Buy it at like 100K.
But you know what though? He wasn't wrong when he said buy that shit.
You buy now, sure. You're gonna pick up on the dip, but like if you want to buy at a perfect time, you buy at 100K.
The last time he said buy Ether was.
Should we take the bet on Robinhood? Like hood, like which way on the hood?
I need hood to come back down under $100 first.
I already said there was gonna be a dip, but
yeah, you don't just get in. I keep telling you, I keep trying to explain to y'all, you don't just get in at the top like that.
Nope. I don't like getting in on greed. I'm like, you know what? It's kind of a little greedy for me. I doubt we see 100K. Rob, I know we saw the news today.
Adrian said it's already under $100. That's what I like to see, Adrian. That's what I like to see. No, not Adrian. My bad. Is it Aldrin?
It's already under $100. Yeah, it went under $100. And it's probably gonna keep going.
That's what I'm like. I didn't know. I thought it was over. It really went over.
Not like right now. It's probably a good time to buy, but
right.
It'll probably continue. But anyway, I don't see drop. Yeah, no.
Not now, Shane.
Not now anyway.
But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I already see a demand zone where I see it when it's already at 112. So if it dips down to 110, it's gonna go down to that demand zone of 110, 100.
Dylan, he says Robinhood is.
No, it'll stay at 100K. It'll stay there and consolidate, and then it'll probably go back up again.
You guys help me out by getting to 15K. I thank you for helping me get to 10K. Can y'all like the screen and help me get to 15K? That's my next target. Can we get follows? You guys follow the Panda. He is building his TikTok, and I'm trying to help him get his followers up as well. He is one of my top analysts in my Discord server. And if you guys want to stay tuned and locked in with us on a daily basis, right, all around the clock, feel free to hit the link in the bio. It's pretty much like having us in your pocket. You know what I'm talking about? You got access to us at all times. You don't want to miss out the next 6 months because we bringing this shit right to your doorstep, right to the palm, right to your Palm Pilot. Fear and greed looking good, says Rob. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is. Do we have to pay for anything? No, you don't have to pay for nothing. You can just join it. You don't have to pay for nothing. Acceptance. You can just join it. You want the premium, then the premium features, though, they are not for free because I have to pay for them. They come out of
all right. I think
you don't need the premium features to make money. We make money.
I think I'm gonna dip.
All
and
right,
come
it's
back.
all good, depending.
I'll come
Thank
back
you.
later.
Oh, thank you for
I gave
joining, bro.
everything I could. My
Thank you for
cues.
joining.
We'll see what happens. We'll see
We'll
what
see you,
happens. All
bro.
right, bye.
Bye. Yeah, he cool. He cool. Drip says the premium is fire. What is your best? I hope it wins coin. XRP is something I feel like is a long term thing to do. Acceptance, you gonna I'm gonna let I told listen, I got you. I'm gonna show you that I'm going to show you what the premium is, right? So you get to join that, and I'll let you get it for a week for free. And within that week, if you don't make no money, I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it. That's how confident I am. But if you make money within that week, and I'm trusting you to be transparent. I know you will, because you'll be so excited. You're gonna want us to keep on doing it. This is not financial advice. I have no doubt in my mind, though. Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind. I'll extend that. I'll extend that deal to all 57 people in here too. I expect you all to hit the link in the bio. Sign up. And if you don't know what Discord is, go do your own research. TikTok, I'm not promoting nobody to leave, by the way, for the record. Let the record show. And this is not financial advice. I got to keep spamming those sentences, y'all, just for me to be able to do this without them coming in here trying to flag me and tell me, you know, y'all know how I go. All right. So let's say Monday, SPY goes down. You can already set up buy limits. Sue says, I need guidance. I got you. Since you guys made it this far for my beginners, I'll do a mini crash. I'll do a mini crash course just to get you kind of a little bit caught up. I'll do like a little baby ass crash course to get you to understand what's really going on here as far as how we are coming up with these, ideas of which direction it's going in. How am I even reading the chart, right? What does all this mean? All right, we'll go ahead and start from the very bottom, and I'll let you guys know. The first thing we'll talk about will be candlesticks. We'll talk about candlesticks. See if I can explain to you guys how to read a candlestick. So you want to look at the red and green colors, and you can change these colors, but when you see red, it means that the price went down. When you see green, it means that the price went up. That's simple, right? But there's more to it. They're called candlesticks, right? But at the top of a candlestick in real life, that string that pokes out of it is called a wick. These candlesticks have wicks as well, and they tell a story. Everything on this chart tells a story. So this is how you read candlesticks. Somebody says serious lag. Lag and screen is black. Okay, sorry, you guys. Lag and screen is black. Okay, sorry, you guys. Can you hear me now? Acceptance, can you hear me now? Health, can you hear me now? Sue, can you hear me now? It's going out because I was grabbing this for y'all. My apologies. W in the chat if y'all could hear me. Okay, we got a W. I see a W. All right, so this is how to read candlesticks. When you see a green candlestick, the price went up from the bottom where it's at all the way up to the high. But pay attention to the highs and the lows. Those little parts that stick out of the body of the candlestick lets you know how high the price went during that time. And the candlestick represents a time frame as well. Someone says, I don't know how to mark up for an entry. I'll show you how to do that too. But I just want to start with the basics for the people that don't understand the basics. So let's say 9:30 in the morning, this stock trading at $100, right? So it goes up to let's say it starts out at $100 and it drops down to $99. But then it shoots all the way up to $103, right? And the 10 o'clock ain't came yet. And then 10 o'clock comes and it closes at 102. So what just happened was a candlestick formed on the chart. So let's say this is a 30-minute time frame. Each candlestick represents 30 minutes of time. So since it started at 9:30 a.m., by the time 10 o'clock came, another candlestick will form on the chart. So I'll show you this, and I'll show you what it looks like on an actual chart. I'll show you what it looks like on an actual chart. Let's use this as an example. All right. So as you can see, the price opened up a little bit over $174. And since that is a red candlestick on the far left, let's use that first red candlestick on the far left, bottom left right here. And that candlestick, it is to be read, or you would read it from the top down, because whenever you see a red candlestick, it means that the price fell down from the top, because it opens at the top and it closes at the bottom. And then a green candlestick opens at the bottom and closes at the top, because you reading it from the bottom up on a green candlestick, because the price went up from that point. So let's look at that big green candlestick that started at $173 and went all the way up to $175.49, let's say. Okay. So now you know that that's all they're doing. That's all the candlesticks is doing, is pinpointing the price and the time. Since this is I want to say this is a 30-minute chart, each candlestick represents 30 minutes of time. So at 9:30, the price dropped down to 173. By the time 10 o'clock came, it went up to 175, fell back down below 175. But those long wicks, the skinny part of the candle, just shows you how low and how high the price went. Remember, the top of the candlesticks, the top wick, it represents how high it went, and the bottom wick represents how low it went. So the red candlestick that's right after the first big green one, it's just showing you that price came all the way down to a little bit above 174, and it went all the way up to a little bit above 175.50, but it closed right at the body of the candlestick where it got wide at. So it's always going to be that way. That's how you read a chart. It's always going to be that way. These candlesticks tell a story, right? And once you understand, hold on, I'm about to dip out for a second, so don't be confused. I'm just pulling up a different picture, you guys. Okay. Once you understand support and resistance, then you would have a clear idea of where the price is going. So price moves within a structural of support and resistance. That just means that price is not moving naked on the chart, y'all. It's not just, it is moving. It does have a mind of its own. But to be honest with you, it moves with the mind of us. It's literally retail traders moving this shit. We determine whether it's going to go up or down. We just don't realize it. But this shit is 90% psychology. Now, what is support and what is resistance? What is support and what is resistance? What's a better strategy? I'll tell you in a minute, boo. Well, that is like you're asking a high school you're asking a college level question in a high school class right now. So let me just explain support and resistance to my new friends, and I'll give you an answer for that. Okay, so support and resistance. Support would be, thank you, HB. I appreciate the gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And beggars cannot be choosy, so I'm not going to say nothing about them roses, but thank you. I would appreciate it if you help me reach my goal, because I'm sitting at about 15 and they cost the same amount as the roses. So I would appreciate it if you help me reach my goal. It just pushes me out to more people, and it would allow me to, if you look at the top right here, it says GOAT. That is my goal. And if you hit the follow button and heart me, send me the daily heart me, you guys. It helps me out a lot. If you haven't already followed me, follow me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask for. Someone asked me, was this free? There we go, Kiana. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. So resistance. I always tell people, You remember when we were children and you would get those, thank you, is Shauna or Shana? I don't want to say it wrong. I think it's Shauna. But yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. And you guys, you might want to tap in and make sure that so that you don't be an inactive fan. And if you send a comment or whatnot, you can collect those extra points. So don't leave those points sitting up there. You can just hit that heart again. It'll send you on a little mission or whatnot to send a comment or whatnot, like the live. You know, it only costs a penny to support somebody. Sometimes it's free. All right. A breakout of the structural of support or resistance will lead to price movement in the next area of support and resistance. Thank you, D. I appreciate that. I'm trying my best. I'm doing my best. I'm not trying. Let's not use the word try because you guys are not trying to listen to me. You're listening to me, and I appreciate that, right? So I'm not trying to do my best. I'm doing my best. That's how we're going to rock with that. So resistance is like when we were children, you would take a ball from like the little 25-cent machine and you bounce it in the house really hard and it'll hit the floor, then it'll hit the ceiling, then it'll hit the floor, then it'll hit the ceiling until it eventually loses momentum, it loses volume, and it won't bounce as high, right? We'll end up making new levels of support if that happens. But I want you to understand that the lines on the chart is just, the lines on the chart is just showing you the trajectory of the bouncy ball. I know that's a childish ass explanation, but Einstein said if you can't make something seem simple, then you don't really got it. You don't really understand it. So every time the price came up, let's look at the very left side of this chart where it starts at. Every time price came up from the green bar, which is called support, every time the price came up from that level and hit that top line, it came back down. And then it hit that green level again. It didn't go all the way down. It hit that green level again and it came back up and hit the red level again. So what investors are doing is they are looking at the patterns of where it has went in the past and using that to predict where it's about to go. That's what day traders and swing traders are doing for the most part. They are predicting which direction it is going in. If they think, as far as options goes, if they think the price is going up, they would enter into what is called a call. If they think the price is going down, they would enter into a position called a put. So you call your friends up, you put the phone down, right? That's an easy way to remember which one to enter into. If you are bearish, you think the price is going down. If you are bullish, you think the price is going up. Why do they call it bulls and bears? Because a bull swipes or attacks you in an upward motion. It swipes in an upward motion. And a bear attacks you, it swipes in a downward motion. All right. So now, when the price goes up from support and hits resistance, then comes down to support and doesn't break below support, it just goes right back up and hits resistance again. You know, it's trading within a range. Those are easy days for you because you won't have no thank you, health. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for helping me reach my goal. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it means a lot to me. Thank you, health. I appreciate it. Okay. So yeah, now this third time, the price actually didn't go all the way up. It just came up a little bit and broke below support, right? Now that it broke below support, you want to go back and see when was the last time it was this level and how low can it go? Where is the previous level of support? Previous levels of support and resistance will help you understand where the price is going to. So now that it broke below support and created a new level of support, because price is ultimately making either higher highs or higher lows or lower highs and lower lows. And in this case, we'll start from the beginning again. Price came up to create a higher high. It came down to the same spot, came up. It was trading sideways for a minute, and then it broke below support to create a lower high and a lower low. It was high. It was this high, but then it dropped down and it gave us a lower high. It was this low, but then it dropped down and gave us a lower low. Now you understand lower lows and higher highs. Now you understand support and resistance. Now you understand candlesticks. You are that much closer to being a trader. And you didn't have to pay anything. So I don't care what nobody say. They actually charge thousands of dollars for the shit I just told y'all for free. But the information is also for free. If you go and take your time and energy, and the only thing you got to spend or pay is attention and time. You do have to spend time. You do have to pay attention. Oh, it ain't no thing. All I ask is for people to, like the screen, follow me, lock in. And if you really locked in, join the Discord. But that's another story. I do this because I love to do it. This is my passion. This and entrepreneur. I'm a young, aspiring entrepreneur. I lost my mother last year and I ain't been the same. I'm very ambitious. And before y'all get to saying sorry and all the other shit, just know I lost my mama, but I gained the angel. So don't feel sorry for me because she right here with me, still with me. And she guided me. So I ain't in no form or fashion looking for no pity party. I'm just throwing that out there. Like, I'm glad to be doing this. Meeting people that are also money magnets or wealth magnets. So the fact that y'all came across your For You page means a lot. It means that you're a like-minded individual. I actually am friends with my algorithm. I let it know every day what I like and what I don't like. And I don't know if y'all do the same or not, but the fact that you stuck here and stayed here this long, I appreciate you. Richie says, I'm down 2.2 in a week on my portfolio. Going to keep holding and buying. You doing the right thing, Richie. Don't let that portfolio shit fool you with this little dip. You want to take advantage of the dip that we are in right now. Even though we just hit a new level or actually a previous level of support. Sue says, I'm a senior citizen trying to learn from you. You won't be the first one, Sue. You won't be the first one. You're not the only one. Teach my grandma how to trade. Yeah, I got you. We got this. So I'll go to the next lesson if you guys think you understand what support and resistance is. Before I need to get us to 20. I need to get to 20K likes, right? If I can get to 20K likes and I need to finish hitting this goal, I only need 7 more goats for me to actually hit this goal. I've been live for 2 hours so far. So yeah, this is actual work, you guys. I don't know if you ever went live for 2 hours before. But yeah, I'm enjoying it though. I'm having fun. I'm not at all complaining. I just would like it if you guys hit the follow button and like the screen a bit for me. I would highly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Someone says, can you go over the candles again? Sure. Thank you, Kiana. There we go. The live goal has been achieved. Oh my God. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You're super. You're super. Okay. So where are we at? Candlesticks. I'll go over candlesticks again. So remember, when you see a red candlestick, the price is going down. And when you see a green candlestick, that means the price has went up. How much did it go up or down? That's what you should be thinking about next. Give me a second. I'll pull up a chart. All right. The wick. Yes, the wick would be the point. The wick would be the skinny part of the candle. Just like a real candle has a string coming out of it. But what does the wick mean? The wick is just showing you how high it went and how low it went. I always like to tell people when you're looking at these candlesticks, the best example, the best analogy I've came up with is to think of it like tug of war. So you got buyers and sellers. The buyers are what's making the shit green. The sellers are what's making them red. Excuse me. Whenever buyers step in and have control, the price is going up. Whenever sellers step in and have control, the price is going down. So let's pretend that the wicks are actually a rope and the color is showing you who's winning the tug of war battle. Okay. And so if you notice the top chart, it says buyers in full control on that one. And then the second green candlestick says sellers showed their strength, but buyers outperformed, right? So it's showing you that the buyers still have control. And then you see how when the green is in the middle, it is an indecision on the market. And then when the red one is in the middle, And then when the red one is in the middle, it is an indecision on the market. And in tug of war, when the flag is in the middle, it is an indecision on who's winning because the flag is in the middle. But whenever the flag switches to one full side, we know who's in control. So, just keep that in mind when you see those weak ass candlesticks that got like long wicks on them, but they may seem weak. It's only weak because I'm speaking in terms of volume. Okay, volume is important. It just volume means how much is it moving. Okay, yeah, it said green candlesticks, it means it went up, but how much did it go up? That's what you're dealing with when actually, I'll take that back. That's volatility. Volume is more so how many people. Yeah, it's buyers. Yeah, buyers made it go up, but how many buyers? That's what volume is. Volatility is how much. Sorry for getting that wrong, y'all, but I'm glad I cleared that up. I don't want to confuse y'all. Volume is how many people. Volatility is how much is moving. They track that. It matters. They pay. You'll learn. You'll see. They track that. I'm gonna pull up another picture to show you what I mean. Oh no, that's not a good one. What candlestick is the best for wanting to buy on a perp contract? What you mean perp? What do you mean, dude? It's your boy too. So what candlestick is the best for wanting to buy on a contract? I'll just you wait for green candlesticks. Why do I if you want to enter into a put, you wait for green candlesticks. Why do I say that? Because a put is when you are predicting the price to go down. And it will be cheaper for you to enter that position if you wait until the price has came all the way up. Like if you run up a flight of stairs, don't you get tired at the top? Thank you, HB. I'm gonna say that so I don't butcher your last name. Thank you, HB, for helping me get to 20K. Thank you, JB, for helping me get to 20K. Thank everybody that liked the screen for helping me get to 20K likes. I don't even think I've ever had this many. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I know I'm happy I reached my goals today. I hit my daily goals and I'm actually stayed live longer than I intended to. TikTok rewards you for consistency. If you guys are creators, if you stay consistent, just do at least 1% every day, they will reward you for it. But the moment you slack, it feels like punishment. Like if I don't go live every day and then let's say I take 2 days off or something and then I try to go live, it'll be like 13 people in here, maybe 8. And I'll have to just eat it. And I have subscriber only live streams. So yeah, I try to make sure I tend to them as well. So yeah, when you guys should understand candlesticks by now, whoever that was that asked me to go back to it, you should really understand it. There's more to it. There are candlesticks patterns or whatnot, but now I want you to focus on how to enter a trade. So let me show you that. Mm, mm, mm. All right. Once again, so you are really only going to be focused on the first two. Like you won't think about the straddle or the iron condor until you graduate from high school. Give me about a week or two and I can show you how to do those too. But I want you to understand the concept of call and put before you do that. Right. So these are different strategies that you can enter into when you are day trading or swing trading or even entering leaps. What is the difference, Cedric? Okay, well, a day trade is when you open a position or when you open a trade and then close it in that same day. That is a day trade. So if I buy a call and then sell that call in the same day, or if I buy a call and then close that position in the same day, or sell a call and close that position in the same day. It is a day trade. But you buy a call when you are predicting the price will go up. And for a put, you buy a put when you are predicting the price will go down. You can buy a put or sell a put, but both of those positions are bearish positions. Those are bearish strategies. Remember, a bear is swipes downwards. So you got to be in your head thinking the stock is finna go down if you enter into a position like that. A straddle or a strangle, because that's another version of it. Those are strategies that allow you to enter into a call and a put at the same time. That's like the Lakers playing the Bulls and you make a bet on both teams. You're going to lose one, but you're going to win one too. You just have to make more money on the one that you win. And it's going to be, you subtract the one you lost from the one you win and you walk away with the profits. That's the best way I can explain to you what a straddle and a strangle is. It's not the best way. I'm sure I can do better than that, but I hope it gives you a good idea. Okay, someone joined and said BTC USD right now. That's fine, but I just want to get my new students, through this crash course real quick before I go to talking about Bitcoin, okay? But now you guys understand that concept. I will show you how to do it on Robinhood, and I really advise you to use Webull. It's spelled Webull. But Robinhood is also a good platform to use if you are a beginner. It has a user-friendly interface. Okay. But I like Webull because of the charts. Me personally, I downloaded both of them and signed up on both of them. I use one for a cash account and I use the other one for a margin account. Okay. And a margin account is where they basically give you money to go with the money that you got. Not a prop firm, but a margin. Like if you have 25K in there, you can trade as many times as you want in one day. If you have at least 2,000 in there, then they will put money with your money. But be careful because you can make more money than what you actually had to trade with. You can take larger positions, but you can lose more money than what you actually have in there too on a margin account. And you are limited to only take 3-day trades within a 5-day period if you are in a margin account. But if you are in a cash account, you can take an unlimited amount of day trades, but you can only trade with settled funds. You see what I'm saying? So it's cool to have both because you can't even enter into straddles or iron condors unless you're in a margin account. A margin account is good to use as well. So you want both. You can have a margin and a cash account on Robinhood or a margin and a cash account on Webull. I just choose to use Webull for one and Robinhood for the other. Now, with that being said, I'll show you how to do this, how to enter into a trade on Robinhood. Webull, but it is on Robinhood, right? Right? All right, so Webull coming in at 50. Long buy signal from me. D says I've been using Moomoo. Moomoo is cool, but I'm just naming the top two. I wouldn't put Moomoo on the top two. I'm not saying it's not a bad thing to trade on, but I just wouldn't. Thank you for the roses. I know you like the thank you for the roses. All right, so Webull, you see where it says 1D, 1W, 1M, 3M, YTD, etc. That's just telling you where did Webull go in the past one day? How did Webull move in the past week? How high or how low was Webull in the past 1 month? How high and how low was Webull in the past 3 months? YTD stands for year to date. Year to today's date. Should I use Webull or Robinhood to invest into stocks? Both are equally open for you to invest in, but I say Webull is the better app because of the information. If you don't care about information, which I really think you should, then you can use Robinhood. Robinhood are actually getting better with that. They actually just added a AI sector on there that tells you a lot about the stock. So I think Robinhood is also good, but I don't get paid to tell you which one is better until they allow me to become an affiliate. Then I say, get whichever one you like. But I did sign up for the Webull affiliation program to see if they want me to help bring people to their platform, but I don't get paid for it right now. So I'm using Robinhood too, and I'm telling you that Robinhood is good too. I hope that answers your question. So, like I said, right here you see Webull. I explained to you that the bottom 1D, 1W, 1M, those are time frames. That just shows you where the price was within that time frame. Webull trades on the 24-hour market, meaning that you can buy shares 4 o'clock in the morning if you want to, before 9:30 when the market actually opens. But you can't day trade it or swing trade it until the stock market opens, which is at 9:30 New York time to 4 or 4:30 if I'm not mistaken. The extended market is 4 to 4:30. Is Webull going to pull a Robin Hood type run? Yes, Ariane, and I think you know it. I think that is a rhetorical question. You know it. It's going to go over $100, and all of you guys that are in here right now have the opportunity to get in before that happens. This is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. But don't say I didn't tell you so. Remember, the people that made a lot of money during the GameStop run, they made that money because they was in the mix. I keep telling y'all, they was in the mix. But now, let me get on with the lesson. We got stuff to do. So, how do you enter into a day trade on Webull? Let's say I thought that Webull was actually going to go all the way up to $20 within the next 2 to 3 months. But I just want to show you what I would do if I thought that it was going to go up. If I think this is going to go up, this is what I would do. First, you would hit trade. Y'all saw trade. You hit trade, and this would pop up. When this pops up, you hit trade options. Give me a second. After you hit trade options, this will pop up. Okay? And you see where it says bull is $15.57. I'm sure it's not that price now, but it was at the time of me taking this screenshot. And those dates at the top, those dates are important. Yes, this is Robinhood acceptance. So those dates at the top are important because those are called expiration dates. Expiration dates on stock options matter because remember, we are predicting where we think the price of the stock is going to. So we need to make sure that it hits that mark. It hits that, they call it a strike price. It needs to hit that strike price by that expiration date. Or at least you want it to, or at least you want it to get close to it. You want it to go in that direction. The moment it starts to go in that direction, you printing money. Literally, you will see the money start to go up as long as it's going in that direction. So those expiration dates at the top, those are important because the closer you get to the expiration date, the less value that contract is. What is a contract said? Okay, remember, Webull is $15 a share. Let's see how good y'all is at math. Webull is $15 a share. Let's round it up to 16. If I wanted to buy 10 shares of Webull, how much money would I need to have? I'll do you one better. Don't even type that. Don't type that. If I needed to have 100 shares of Webull a share, I don't see no answers. Y'all don't want to get no answers? Okay, it's all right. If I wanted to buy 100, well, first of all, if I wanted to buy 10 shares, it would cost me $160 for me to have 10 shares of Webull. If I wanted to buy Well, the question was, how much would it cost if you wanted to buy 100 shares of Webull right now? If it costs $16 a share, how much would it cost for you to get 100 shares? I'm asking for a reason. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, okay, 160 would get you 10 shares. It would be 1,600. Correct. So it would cost you $1,600 if you wanted 100 shares of this. That's right. So that's if you buying it outright. That's if you just like, okay, I got some money and I want to own 100 shares of Webull. You get me? That's like, okay, I want to own 100 shares of Webull. It's going to cost you $1,600. But when you are trading options, it's called options for a reason. You have the option, not the obligation, to get 100 shares. So you don't have 100 shares. You are borrowing them damn near. They loaning you 100 shares for that price. So look at the prices on the right side. Remember, it ain't $16 yet. It's the share price in the middle of the screen. It says $15.60. That's how much the stock costs. So you think that the price is going up, so you want to buy a call. Remember, one contract equals 100 shares. And we have purchased a contract for the rights to 100 shares. That's right. So you are getting a contract to have the option to buy 100 shares. The contract costs the premium price. That's called a premium price. Those prices on the right side, that's the premium that you pay to borrow 100 shares. So because it's 100 shares in one contract, let's say you want to enter into the $16 call. The $16 call, remember, you call your friends up, you put the phone down, so you think the price is going up. You really think the price going to $20, but you just going to you can afford to get one strike price out of the money. Okay, now we got to talk about out of the money versus in the money. Does anybody already know in the comment section what out of the money is versus in the money? And if so, let's see. Could you mind putting it in the comment section? This dude knows nothing about what he's talking about. He just said the price to borrow, which is not. Okay, which is not it. It is. That is what the premium is. The price on the right side, that is the premium. And you are controlling 100 shares. When the stock price moves, it benefits in your favor without you even owning the shares. That's why it's called a long call. Also, I don't want you guys to believe anything I say. I want you to look it up so that you know for yourself. Because this guy right here, where is he at? Whoever, maybe, I don't know who it is. It's a spam page because the name is Pregnant Pancake with a weird picture. So yeah, let me get my moderators on him. Put the belt to ass, please. He called me a animal. Yeah, he called me an animal. Don't get me started on the whole animal talk. We're not here to talk about animals. But anyways, let's say you think the price is going to $20, but you get the $16 call and it says $2.50. But that's because they are allowing you to borrow each share in that contract for $2.50 a share instead of $15.60 a share. Shit. But yeah, I'm just letting you know, so it's times 100. $2.50 times 100 is $250. So for one contract, it would cost you $250 to enter that position. Does it make sense? I'm going to show you what the next screen would look like, because what you would do is you would hit the plus sign next to $2.50, and this is what will pop up next. By the way, nothing in this nothing in this video, for the record, is financial advice, because he says you guys were taking financial advice, and I quote, from a ooh ooh ah ah. That's right. He called your Royal Highness a ooh ooh ah ah. When I don't descend from ooh ooh ah ahs in any form or fashion, I don't share any DNA with ooh ooh ah ahs. That's right. Don't get me started. But anyways, so you want to buy bull. You want to buy one bull call, one contract. Okay. Remember, one contract is 100 shares. He says you also know what you're doing could be considered illegal. Nothing in this live has been illegal at all. Okay, I'm sorry. I need my moderators to get on him then. JB is one of my moderators, but JB is learning TikTok as well. I need some real supporters. I need people that's ready to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I need, I'm sending him to the principal's office, but I make whoever want to be a moderator gonna be one. All right, Lost Boy, I got you. I'm finna make you a moderator. I need you to do your thing for me. Get them out of here. You can block accounts, mute accounts. You now have the belt in your hand. I want you to do, you know what I'm saying? I'm put my nephew on you. All right, so this is what it'll look like, y'all, once you hit that plus sign next to $2.42. So if you notice that it says limit price, I already showed you guys the chart showing you what to enter, but I never showed you the difference between a limit order and a market order. Okay, a limit order is when you set the limit to where you want to get in the trade. You have more control of how much money you spend on a limit order. But the thing with a limit order is that order might not get filled. So let me see, how can I explain? Let's say you at Applebee's and you place an order, but the restaurant is busy and all you asked for was a plastic spoon, but the server has 20 other tables to tend to, and those other tables are tipping her $2.42, and you're only tipping $2.20. So your order might not get filled because you're the bid. You're not giving what they're asking for. The ask is going to get the order filled more. You have a high likelihood of getting the order filled if you give them what they're asking for on a limit order. However, you're setting the limit order because even though they want $242 to enter into this call, if bull comes down in price from $15.57 to $15.27, this same contract could be $220. So you're just saying, hey, if this does come down, I want to get in the trade when it's this cheap. So I can put $2 right there if I want to and say, I only want to get in this trade if it allows me to get in it for $200. And if the order don't get filled, it just don't get filled. Now with the market order, I'm going to get in the trade no matter how much it costs. Now you know the difference between a market order and a limit order. I just have this set to limit to show you the example. Now, what happens is you press review, and once you press review, it'll allow you to actually enter into the trade. This graph at the bottom that says bull price now, you don't really want to pay too much about that, but that P&L chart, it just gives you an idea of how much you can make if you was to enter into that trade. Let me show you. I'll show you this way. So look at this. Look at the top. You guys remember I told you the dates at the top are called expiration dates. Okay, so we're going to pick the September 5th expiration date. Okay, and we're going to buy the $35 call, because let's say in my head I'm seeing Webull, because not even in my head, in the past when Webull broke past $15, it shot up to $70. So I just know it'll be well over $35 by the time September the 5th come, really before September the 5th. So since I am bullish, I would enter into a position, He says internet not stable, bro. All right. Can I get a L in the chat if you can't hit me, if you can't hear me? And can I get a W in the chat if you can hear me loud and clearly? If I have more W's, I'll continue with the show. So let me get W's in the chat if you guys can hear me loud and clearly. Okay, we got 1 W, we got 5 W's. Okay, I think you're out of luck, Adrian. It might be your Wi-Fi. Okay, we got W's. It might be your connection, pal. Okay, so like I said, $35 call, and notice that it says 78 cents. So remember, that's 78 cents times 100 because there's 100 shares in one contract. Now, this is not financial advice. So I'm not telling you guys to go out and get the $35 call that expires in September. Someone says, hey man, you making this so simple. You know why, Derek? Because it is. I think people make it complicated because they make money from making it complicated. They make money from you not knowing. They make, this is how they make money. I don't make money that way, right? I actually get paid more. I get paid more from reading comments like what you just said that you don't understand. I'm a very sensitive man. You understand me? Like that made my day to hear you say I'm making it simple for you. I like helping people. And I realize this is my calling. Like this is my purpose. And I realize this is my calling. Like this is my purpose. My purpose in life is to help people. So because I do that, people end up helping me. And I think the world would be a better place if we just helped each other. Thank you so much. The world would be a better place if we just helped each other. Thank you so much, Dee. Dee, thank you. You always show up and support. I thank you. I got an alert saying in the money before I could take a break. It said you are okay. You were right. And the price is where you want it to be. Right. And out of the money means you were wrong. The price is still not where you said it was going to go. But before you enter into that position, just know that you can enter into that position in the money or out of the money. So when you enter into a call, anything above the share price is out of the money. All of these prices, 23, 24, 25, 26, 30, 35, those are all out of the money calls because Webull ain't $23 right now. It ain't 24. It ain't 25. These are all numbers that it has to get to, so it's out of the money. But Webull has already passed $10, $12, $13. So those are all in the money, but you can still enter an in the money position. That means you can enter a position and already be in the money. You don't have to start out in the negative. But those in the money positions cost more money than the out of the money positions. Notice that the price is getting cheaper. The higher the number on the left side gets, as far as 23, 24, 25, 26, 30, 35. And then the numbers on the right, the $23 call is $133. The $24 call is $141. I don't get that, but the $25 call, and I guess it because is more likely to happen. But the $25 call is $119. The $26 call is $114. Notice the price is getting cheaper. The $30 call is $97. The $35 call is $78 to enter. So let's say I entered into that $38 position. The $78 position. And this is Webull. I'm just showing people how to enter into an actual trade. So let's say I go into this out of the money ass position. And this is not financial advice. I'm just showing you for educational purposes. So you hit the 78 plus sign. I think you're lagging, swag. Let me get another test, ladies and gentlemen. Put a W in the chat if you can hear me. I need to show swag that it's not my Wi-Fi, it's his. And while we're doing that, I'll pull up what would happen if you were right about Webull going past $35. So let's say because it was so cheap, I bought 2 contracts. Okay. And I bought 2 contracts at the price of $77 a share. So it cost Okay. Someone says, nah, mine's too. My junk lagging too. It might be you. Nah, it's lagging for me too. Okay. Okay. We lagging. Are we back? Are we back though? Or are we still lagging? You cutting off. No. Okay. Let me get the Wi-Fi figured out. Hold on. I've been on for like 3 hours. Maybe, maybe TikTok is trying to play or hate. It comes back and lags. Okay, well, mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. It just goes mute for every other word and comes back. Is it still doing it, y'all? I'm at the very end. Yeah, they trying to gatekeep for sure. Join the Discord. Am I not worth it? If you guys think I'm worth it, hit the link in my bio. If you guys think I'm worth it, hit the link in my bio. Cause look at what we got to deal with here. I'm not trying to, I'm not gonna gatekeep. Y'all see what the work we done put in the past hour. Let me get a W in the chat if you've learned a lot in the past since you've been alive. I love seeing the W's, y'all. It also helps me with engagement. When I'm done and I see the amount of people that commented those W's, makes my night, and it teaches me, shows me that I'm doing a good job. I apologize for the Wi-Fi. I will be getting better Wi-Fi, but when people come in here and say, how much does it cost or are you charging? I'm not, but just know that the money, the proceeds that I make from my lives, I reinvest into being able to teach you guys. I reinvest into my equipment. I need to be able to do this. I want to do this. Right. So it's not a bad, you're not donating to a bad cause when you invest in me. You support me, I support you. But I'm showing you that when you're right, it pays your weight in gold to be right. $154 into 1,800. You don't want to do that? You don't want to be that type of right? Huh? They out here making money like this, y'all, and they keeping y'all from being able to turn 154 into damn near $1,900 because they don't want to show you how to do this. They want us to go to work and trade our time and energy for money. Mainly your energy, physical work, right? That's what they want you to do. They don't want you to know that you can print money out here right now. You can lose money too, but I mean, that's why we are risk managed. We focus on risk management, which is really the next lesson. Someone says, I'm a disabled veteran and I can't work a job anymore. I need help making money quick. Well, Milo, I want you to know something. You can make money quick, but I need you to not be focused on making money quick. Let's make money smart, but let's not use the word quick. It will be quick, but I don't want you to have that mindset. Milo says, I'm hungry and I want to eat real bad. Milo, I feel you, brother, but I need you to not think like that. You could think how you want, but I need you to not think like that, brother. Milo, you're better off trying to hit a 6-man nuke, says Lost Boy Johnny. But no, I got you. I got you, Milo. You in the right spot. I'm going to help you train some of that energy, soldier. You need to hone that down and use it, redirect that energy towards making smart decisions, and you're going to be able to make as much money as you need to. This is Webull. I'm just showing people this was a way out of the money call option that expired in September the 5th, $35 call. And this is what would happen if that $35 call became $10 in the money and Webull hit $45 by September the 5th. You would make $1,853.61 from $154.08. Can we see some option trades you made? Yes, you can. Hit the link in the bio. You can see everything in my Discord. Everything. But if you want me to scroll through hundreds of screenshots and the live keep lagging, then that's what's gonna happen. But I'm very transparent. I have people in my Discord that share how much money we make from options trades. We also make money from future trading as well. I'll teach you how to trade futures too over here. Shit, it ain't, and we also invest in crypto as well. Crypto Vice, I saw you join. Did you get a chance to buy the dip? And you guys don't want to miss out on cryptocurrencies as well. I know it's a whole nother subject. I don't want any of you guys to be afraid, but just keep in mind, someone says, I don't have 1K to start futures, bro. Yeah, but you work your way up to it. We're gonna talk about what we do have for swag, because we're gonna get you what you don't got. Right, but we manifest that. We're gonna get whatever. We only way we manifest is by already saying we have shit that we don't have. I know it sounds crazy, but you can't be out here talking about what you don't have, because the universe gonna hear you say that shit and you gonna keep not having it. Do you do one-on-one coaching sessions? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Only Jesus can and will. Amen. Yes, I do. But yeah, you guys don't miss out on the crypto world just because you stuck in the stock market, or maybe you're not in either one. You want to build a crypto portfolio as well. You don't want to miss out and only be in the stock market. And whenever the stock market dips, sometimes the crypto portfolio actually hedges it and allow you to still be above water. You won't drown. Right? You're not all in. If you are all in, if you do put all of your eggs in one basket, just get another basket and get more eggs. It's okay. It's okay. If you lost any money during this little Friday situation that we dealing with on SPY, don't be upset. Just understand this is another opportunity for you to buy stocks at a discounted price. So it's actually a good thing. No swag. I did not invest in Figma. I kind of give IPOs a chance to breathe, and then I invest in them depending on how they do. But yeah, I did not get a chance to. I invested in Chime when it IPO'd because I actually like the company. I'm familiar with the company. I like the product. Someone says I got one share of Figma. A lot of people only got one share, Lost Boy Johnny. Yep. But yeah, it's been fun kicking it with y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Like one more time, if y'all can hit the heart at the top and get y'all daily like me. If you already have, thank you. And I repeat, the Discord is free. But if you do want to test out the premium, I'm giving everybody in my live tonight 7-day free trial. You will have access to the entire Discord. The entire Discord. All the channels will be open for you for a complete week. You'll be able to see what programs I use. You'll be able to see how much money we make during options trades throughout the week and what stocks to invest in or that we are investing in. Because none of it is financial advice, but it's all educational and entertainment purposes only. Right. That way we won't have to argue with people in here trying to tell us the SEC going to be knocking at the door. But yeah, we are very transparent. You guys can mirror the trades, and we do one-on-one sessions once you're in the premium. I also do live trading, and we also do mentorship. I have 5 analysis, 5 of them, and they give signals as well, signals and call outs. So many opportunities to make a lot of money. Someone says, I like when you explain it to us. It helps. Thank you. Just don't forget about me. Don't get in the Discord and forget about me, because there's some wonderful people in there. You're going to fall in love with my analysts. You're going to forget about me. That's just how good they are. That's how good my people is. Chad, what up? Chad in the chat. He's phenomenal. You're going to love Chad. You're going to forget about me. I got the Panda in there. You're going to love the Panda. He was in the live tonight. He gave his analysis. Don't take anything he said for granted, because everything they say is these are crystal balls. These are fortune tellers. Fortune. The word fortune. Y'all know what fortune mean, right? I know y'all do, because you guys are very fortunate people. The fact that I came across your For You page lets me know a lot. The fact that y'all joined my live, I'm fortunate to have you here. You think the market going back up Monday? Yakub? Whew. That's a tough question. I think Monday we need to be speculators and not get caught up in the mix. That's the best advice I can give you. But I do think that this is what Chad said. Free to Trade also said that he thinks we are setting up for we are fully set up for a bull run. We could be wrong. He could be wrong. But I think it's going back down to 606. I could be wrong too. But fuck what we think. We want to see what it's going to do, and we want to react to it. That way we don't get caught up in the mix. We won't, we in the mix, but we're going to get caught up in the mix. You feel me? It's not sadly buying puts for me. It's not sadly buying puts for me. Can you reword that for me so I can, I don't think I understand what you're saying. Can I learn options in a week? I already know how to trade. Yeah, you should download Webull if you guys want to practice, right? It's the best way to practice. Download Webull, right? Once you get it signed up and you sign up for options trading, it's free, doesn't cost any money. He is saying it's not going up, sadly. Okay. How the hell do you understand what they were saying, Chad? Do you speak typo? Chad speaks typo. How the hell did you know? All right, but yeah, uh, what was I saying? Man, I just be holding and holding. No one is ever accurate about the market. No, that's not true. That's not true, Yaku. We be accurate. We be accurate. You know, how about no one is ever 100% accurate all the time? You see, you feel me? That sounds like a more accurate statement because some of us do be right. Some of us do be right. But yeah, like I was saying, we think it's going to go down. We don't want to get caught up in the mix. We in the mix. We're not going to get caught up in the mix. We are going to react to the market and just be prepared Monday for it to continue to go down, or see if it's going to give us some confirmation candles for it to go back up. Chad says just waiting to hear back until it touches 618. I personally know several hedge funds who are buying at 618. How we set up one-on-one coaching session with you. Only Jesus can and will. Inbox me right here on TikTok. That'd be the best way. If you really want to lock in, like I said, hit the link in the bio. Don't forget to do that. You can join the Discord and have access to more than just me. You want to deploy all of my resources, you hit that link in the bio. I have a lot of stuff cooking for you guys for the rest of the year and beyond. JB, thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. JB probably has liked the live about 20,000 times, you guys. And I know if she can do it, you can too. I appreciate it. It helps me stay here a little longer, right? I usually bend and left, but I gave you guys a full crash course at the end. We learned a lot, and there'll be more. I don't know what y'all are doing tomorrow, but hopefully you guys can join the live stream tomorrow, right? And we'll get you ready for Monday and for the rest of the week, because Sunday is the fun day. I make sure that it's the day that you sets the tone for the rest of the week. And Monday really sets the tone because we get to see what direction we going in. So it ain't nothing, today is literally twice as good as yesterday and half as good as tomorrow. So be here tomorrow, right? Because today is half as good as tomorrow. If you thought today was good, it's half as good as tomorrow. Chad says, if SPY goes up $1, like if SPY goes up $1 and the beta is 0.5, then the stock will go up 50 cents. Okay. And then Lost Boy Johnny, my nephew, says, great live. You welcome, nephew. Jerry Trader says, I'm buying the dip. I know that's right, Jerry. I know that's right. Listen, because that's a one hell of a dip, you guys. Open your mind up real quick. 641 to 621. I know y'all new. Some of y'all are new to the market, but that's a lot of money in 24 hours. Damn. Chad, imagine, you already know, Chad. A put, imagine you entered into a 640 put at the top. And it went down to 621. That's a gang of money, y'all. Delta is the amount of money the contract will increase by if the stock moves up $1. I repeat, Delta, let me pin this comment. Delta is the amount of money the contract will increase by if the stock moves up $1. Remember I showed y'all the price of the contract, the price to enter the contract? Well, that's how much money you put into it. So when the price go up, that price will go up, right? So, but it's going to go up based off the delta. So I'm gonna show you a little bit more about the Greeks. I can't leave the Greeks out. I just got to make sure I got good audio. So before I continue, can I get another W in the chat if you can hear me? One more W in the chat. I ain't gonna ask y'all for no more W's tonight. Just let me get one more dub in the chat if you can hear me. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate it. All right, so we got one, we got two. All right, that's enough. W's in the chat. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. W stand for win, y'all, because that's all we do is win. That's all we do is win. Even the losses are wins because we learn on those, right? The losses are lessons. You got to learn to love the lessons. All right, so options trading, Greeks and meanings. Chad just let you guys know what delta is. This measures change in price when stock price moves. Then you got theta. What you bring into the war with Russia? Boeing. He asked me, what am I bringing to the war with Russia? Boeing. That's what I'm bringing. All right, we got theta, which measures decay in price as expiration gets closer. Remember, I told y'all the closer you get to expiration date, the more the contract loses value. You see what I'm saying? So you really want to pay attention to that as well, right? It's like the price of doing business too. Every day every day the contract go by, you losing money. And you know how much you losing, paying attention to that theta too. You know, this shit finna lose value every day. And how much value is determined on that theta. You can get theta crushed. You know, this is time decay. Like anything. Like, right? Anything that's not immortal. All right. And gamma measures change in delta when the price moves. So the delta changes the contract price, but the gamma determines how much the delta moves. And yes, this is for options no matter what you trading on, whether it's Robinhood, Moo, Webull. When you trade in options, you're gonna deal with the Greeks. Guess what? Until Powell cuts rates, that last Greek doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, that's why I wasn't even finna talk about it, Chad. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't finna say shit about the RHO, not even because I knew that, but because I've never paid attention to it. See, the Greeks is a little nerdy. You feel me? Like this a little nerdy, but you really don't want to be the type of person that ignores the Greeks because it's nerdy. You feel me? It's data. The more data, the better. The more data, the better. Third level Greeks. Yeah, I mean, Vega is cool too, though. Measures change in price when volatility moves. Just got the premium. Captain, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See, Captain, I'm going to remember you too. It shows me who get it. I'm going to remember you. I like to look out for those that look out for me. I'm going to remember you. I appreciate it so much because you didn't have to. And because none of you people have to. Like, if you follow me, you did enough. I'm really not encouraging anyone to go out of your way. I want you to actually benefit first and then see that it's well worth it before you do anything, you know? That's how it works. That's how it works. I feel like that's how it should be. You shouldn't go somewhere, right, and just give them stuff before you get anything. But yeah, I hope that explained what the Greeks is for you guys, right? I've been live for a minute, right? I think think it's safe to say that if you want more to follow me, please, I'd appreciate it. And I go live again tomorrow. What time tomorrow? Let's see. Some of you guys be at church early and stuff. I understand y'all got church and whatnot. So let's meet up again Sunday night, Sunday evening. How does that sound? How does it sound, you guys? It really does. Thank you, Sid. I appreciate it. Not me. Of course not you, Chad. But I'll be live at other times for those who can't make it tomorrow. So I'll be live after, let's see. What's a realistic time? It won't be this late. How about that? It won't be this late. And if you would though, if you missed the live, if you join my of course, the Discord, but if you join my fan club, I send live replays to everybody that's a part of my fan club. Literally, TikTok will allow me to take the live and just send it directly to you if you miss it. And if you want to, you can hit the notification bell and you won't miss when I go live, like whenever I do go live. So, yeah, let me read some comments. Time zone. I am in the New York time zone. It is 2:23 a.m. where I'm at. And if you are not here tomorrow, Chad, I will start trying. Chad is available from, I think he said 8 to 8 to 5, something like that. So I'll try to go live during the day more often too, as well, because you guys are obviously the night shift. You guys are obviously the graveyard shift. I love it here though. I love it. You guys are the most supportive people ever. I appreciate it. Um, when I go live at night, I have like it'll say 6,000 people was in the live when I cut it off. But during the day, it's more like 2,000 people, 3,000 people. And I usually focus on new traders during the day because I know that they're not really trading as much as the people. And then at nighttime, I'm usually going over what is about to happen, or what has happened. And it's usually more for the more advanced traders, just to give you guys an idea of the curriculum here, or the regularly scheduled program, is how it usually goes. I usually do the nighttime for the people that already know, but I did this tonight special for y'all because I just met y'all or whatnot. But I do want y'all to stay tuned, because if you don't have time to meet the live, I do one-on-ones. I'll show you personally. You just have to have time and reach out to me, because I'm not going to blow your phone down trying to teach you something. You feel me? You got to hit me up and reach out to me and take advantage. Have before. Congrats, Shauna. Lit Up Donut and Ironworth Trading's gift gallery. I appreciate you for doing that as well. So yeah, y'all stay tuned, man. I think I've babbled on enough. I don't want to talk y'all ears off or nothing. I want y'all to miss me. You feel me? I think I done gave y'all a little bit too much on the first day. And now y'all might be annoyed, right? But if you're not, hit follow, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.